Welcome back to the channel. From hundreds of feet above, there is a gaze capable of detecting the smallest movement on the ground. The eagle does not rush. It observes in silence, waiting for the exact moment to strike. In a split second, the distance between sky and target disappears completely. And when the wings close after the dive, the outcome is almost already decided. Even with salmon moving beneath cold, reflective water, the eagle maintains near-perfect focus from above. Its sharp vision allows it to detect faint movement below the surface. When the moment is right, the dive unfolds so smoothly that even the calm river seems to shift with it. In the open sky, an eagle and a hawk circle one another, testing the limits of their flight. There is no direct clash, only calculated turns to gain a better position. At that altitude, the one who controls direction holds the advantage. The eagle's feathers give it a commanding presence high in the sky. But its most remarkable feature is its vision, capable of detecting detail far beyond human ability. From such heights, even the smallest movement on the ground rarely escapes notice. For this bird, sight itself is the true power. A rabbit may be fast on land, but from above, a golden eagle plays a very different game. Wide wings maintain a stable path, while the dive rapidly closes the distance. When height, vision, and timing align, the target has little chance to recover. When food becomes scarce, the atmosphere in the nest changes noticeably. Young birds must react earlier than usual, as if growth is accelerated by pressure. On those high branches, adaptation is no longer an advantage. It becomes a necessity. From high altitude, a bald eagle can descend at a speed that sharpens its entire form like an arrow. The dive is not just about strength, but precise calculation of direction and timing. When the talons close at the right moment, the sky has already done its part. When a young deer exposes a gap in the grass, the eagle has already calculated its path. The dive comes quickly, using surprise to its fullest. From above, a single precise moment is enough to shape the outcome. The sky offers an advantage that the ground can rarely match. The eagle waits patiently by the fence, never rushing to waste an opportunity. The moment the stork's head appears through a narrow gap, the strike comes with near-perfect precision. There is almost no space left for a response. At times, timing matters more than overwhelming force. Hidden within the bushes, the rabbit seems to rely on cover for safety. But to an eagle's vision, even the smallest movement becomes a clear signal. Once the position is revealed, the distance from above closes rapidly. In the aerial world, concealment is rarely complete. Mountain goats are well adapted to steep cliffs that discourage most threats. Yet the eagle approaches from a different direction, from above, where terrain offers less protection. On such vertical ground, the sky becomes the most unpredictable layer. The rabbit changes direction repeatedly, using sharp turns to break the rhythm of pursuit. But the golden eagle maintains a stable path from above, supported by height and wide wings. When one side controls the full field of view, escape routes narrow quickly. The fox has just completed its effort when a large shadow falls from above. The eagle arrives at precisely the right moment, forcing the fox to release what it had secured. Some victories do not come from long chases, but from appearing at the exact moment of vulnerability. Even a snake lying still by the roadside does not escape observation from above. The eagle circles carefully, ensuring that the opportunity carries no hidden risk. Only when the moment feels safe does it descend to take advantage. At times, survival depends on not overlooking any opportunity. From the air, the eagle detects the sea snake through subtle movement on the water's surface. The moment the snake emerges is the moment the dive begins with near-perfect timing. Even as the snake struggles to break free, strong talons maintain control. Once the strike begins from above, the balance has already shifted. At the mere shadow of an eagle passing overhead, the entire group of ferrets immediately shifts its behavior. They rise upright, take turns scanning the sky, and even climb to higher ground to expand their view. In open terrain, group awareness becomes the first line of defense against sudden danger. The fox tries to hold its ground with warning sounds, but the real pressure comes from the shadow circling above. Recognizing that further confrontation would only increase risk, it chooses to withdraw. Some encounters do not require contact. Presence alone can shape the final decision. The snake twists repeatedly, searching for an opening to escape. But the eagle's talons maintain a steady and secure grip. Strong legs apply enough pressure without prolonged struggle. As long as the advantage of height remains, the chance to reverse the situation fades with each moment. The eagle is not only striking in appearance, but also in the precision of its vision. From great distances, it can detect movements that many species would miss. Wide wings keep its body stable in shifting air, while the curved beak completes the image of a master of the skies. Holding the snake in its talons, the eagle relies not only on strength, but on precise control of distance. Thick scales on its legs help reduce risk during the snake's defensive movements. With such opponents, even a small positional error can change everything. The eagle and the fox meet in a quiet moment of mutual assessment, where neither crosses the line. There is no sudden dive. Only slow movements and careful observation at a safe distance. When the reward is not worth the risk, stepping away becomes the wiser choice. In mid-air, the hawk stays tightly behind each sharp turn of the pigeon. The prey keeps changing direction, dropping lower in a desperate attempt to widen the gap. But behind it, the pursuit remains steady, waiting for even the smallest mistake to bring everything to a close. Along the shoreline, the bald eagle calmly scans fish that have washed ashore. Instead of spending energy on a new hunt, it takes advantage of what is already available. That flexibility helps large birds endure even during uncertain and scarce periods. The rabbit keeps changing direction, leaping and turning back to disrupt the dive from above. Each sudden move forces the eagle to recalculate its approach in an instant. The chase becomes more than speed. It turns into a contest between ground reflexes and aerial precision. The wolf moves too close to an area already under watch from above, underestimating how quickly pressure can arrive. The eagle's dive is enough to push it away almost immediately. Even a brief intervention shows that ground predators sometimes must remain aware of the sky. The hawk locks onto the squirrel from a distance, guided by vision sharp enough to detect subtle movement beneath the trees. Its approach is constantly adjusted, clean and precise, leaving the target with only moments to react. When one side sees more clearly, safe distance tends to disappear very quickly. On steep, rocky slopes, a single misstep can shift the entire outcome. The eagle uses elevation to apply pressure from above, gradually forcing the prey to lose its natural balance. In such harsh terrain, the landscape itself becomes an extension of the sky's dominant hunter. Brush may obscure visibility, but it cannot hide subtle movement within the grass. The eagle approaches, then pauses briefly, seemingly weighing every surrounding risk before acting. At times, caution determines whether an opportunity is truly worth taking. A nest on a dry tree once offered the eagle a relatively secure vantage point. But when a grizzly bear arrives with overwhelming mass, that advantage quickly fades. Instead of engaging in a futile confrontation, the parent birds circle above, keeping their distance. Stepping back at the right moment is not surrender. It is a way of protecting what matters most. The goose repeatedly dives beneath the water to create distance whenever pressure comes from above. The eagle remains patient, holding position and waiting for the prey's endurance to wear down. As breathing slows and pauses grow longer, the decisive moment gradually reveals itself. And in a single moment, everything comes to a close. Swift, precise, and almost without a trace. That is how the eagle hunts, silent, accurate, and decisive. Thank you for watching until the end. If viewers would like to see more moments like this, they are encouraged to subscribe and stay tuned for upcoming videos.